Hello, friends. I'm a bit rusty with this, so I don't know if anybody's there or I'm in the right place. I don't even care if I'm not in the right place at the minute. Getting a little bit stressed. I can see now why I don't really like doing these lives anymore. I'm just trying to find myself on my phone. So if you are there, please let me know. Oh, Jan's there. I don't know. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Can you hear me properly, Jan? I can't even see any comments where I am, so I don't know what I'm doing of. I don't know. It just says I'm live, and I'm going to have to stick my phone somewhere so I can see people's comments. Oh God, I nearly had the whole shelf down on me because I couldn't get the webcam to go where I wanted it to go to. So I yanked it off, and it nearly all come down on my head. So let me expand. This is so different. It's like a live dashboard. I don't know where I've gone. I should have, I don't know, but it don't give me any um any comments whatsoever. And I noticed last time I couldn't see comments on there, so I'm going to see if I can try and get me on the iPad. Um, let me turn it down, and then people just have to bear with me. Let's have a look. I've gone. Oh, oh. It says I'm still live. I've been live about 3 minutes. You can see me again now. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing of, to be honest with you. But let me see if I can get up on the iPads, so I can see the comments properly. Because sometimes my phone goes dark again, don't it? So, oh, I see Julie on. Hello, Julie. How are you? Thank you for joining with Jan and me. I'm just trying to get me on the iPad, but that's wanting to go slow, because it would do, wouldn't it? Because I'm coming on to the lives. Let's have a look. Go in there, go there, get to my page. I'm live. I'm just going to click that. Where am I? Right, okay. I'm just going to turn that to 0. Go back. Turn up your device to unmute the video. No, I don't want to do that. I'm back again. I'm back again. Be like 10 minutes worth of me just trying to get myself. But this has all changed. Has it changed again? Let me click that. Will that give me? Ah, that gives me the. Oh, I don't know, ladies. I don't know. I'm trying to see if I can get comments. No, it don't let me. So I'll have to just keep touching the phone to make sure that it don't go dark. Oh well. That's it then. I better move myself about, because in case people think there's nobody there, there's nobody there. Oh, Well, I was all organised about a week ago, not now. Oh gosh. Oh, Julie says it took her ages to figure out how to get to my live. That's weird, isn't it? Oh, I'm try- I've come to the desk as well instead of going over on my little table. So I had to move all my bits and pieces about. But I didn't want all the lights to get in the way, you know. So I've moved this and now I've made it wonky again. Oh well, oh well. I don't know, I don't know what to use tonight. See, look, that's 6 minutes of chitter chatter, wasted crafting time, isn't it? Trying to see if I can get on. I don't know, I don't know. So, it's celebration time, as you all know. Um, we've got some nice things in the catalogue, but we also have some really nice things in the online exclusive section in our, you have to go into our shops and go look on online exclusive section and you'll see all of the loveliness that's there. I think I'm preferring the online exclusive stuff at the minute, I've noticed, but I do like that they've put in the sketches again in this one, so I do like that. Let's I'm going to pull that back again, that's it, just so I can see. I tend to work at the edge of my desk, it looks like, anyway, but never mind. But yeah, anyway, so what should we play with? Too much to choose from. I'm trying to put that there, that's it, so I don't I was planning on doing a sketch, but I think I might just do, I'm going to do a fun fold that a lot of you have seen about. It's nice, it's easy, it gets us into the groove, and I think oh, thank you, Julie. Julie says it's good to hear your voice. Hope you're keeping well. Well, I am now. I've been quite poorly since about the 5th of November. Only just getting through it, and we're sort of like towards the end of January, aren't we? So about a week into January, I did get my voice back. I'm still sort of left dry with the flu. I've had that horrible flu that's just knocked me for, well, knocked the stuffing out of me, to be fair. I'm just going to pull my chair over. My wheelie chair's got all my bits on it, and I'm not sitting on my wheelie chair because it keeps going down, and then I've got my chin on the desk and I can't see what I'm doing, basically. Oh, hi Chris, how are you? Hope you're doing well. I've got an order coming tomorrow that should have been here today. So I was a little bit annoyed because I wanted something in there I wanted to use tonight, but you know, it is what it is, I suppose. I was going to use this, but I think maybe, oh god, that's that light. Maybe everybody's just, I have to have that light, sorry. Everybody's going to get fed up with the old seagulls. So I thought I might get you to choose, I suppose. Get you to choose which one I should use. Okay, so let me put that under there and that under there. So in the comments, you'll need to put, I know it's lagging and I'll wait and chitter chatter while you're doing it. But in the comments, let me know whether you want me to use the memorable blooms, my phone is right behind, but my laptop's the same. So it's memorable blooms with the dies. If you want me to use memorable blooms, or mixed florals, it's got dies of it as well. I do like that. Or the delightful wishes. These are only because these are the ones that I bought on pre-order, and I haven't bought anything since, obviously. As I said, my order is still, it's only across the bridge, but it ain't here. So that's got some lovely dies in. Or the celebration stamp set, Corner in Bloom. Let's keep moving that bit of paper, but the glass has really bad reflection. I will get there. Once I get down to my fairy shack down the end of the garden, I'll be able to sort out proper lighting and stuff. So let's see. What would you like? Hello, Heather. How are you? So far we've got 2 lots of memorable blooms. Memorable blooms or mixed florals. So that's 3 for memorable blooms. And we've got 6 people on. So come on, you other 2 peeps. Come and say hello. And let me know what you would prefer me to use. So there's Corner in Bloom, Delightful Wishes, Mixed Florals, or Delightful Wishes, Mixed Florals, Memorable Blooms, Corner in Bloom. And that's it. I don't think I've got anything else that... It's all flowers, basically. I've done some dinosaurs, but I'm fed up with dinosaurs at the minute. But there you go. Well, it looks like it's going to be memorable blooms then. Oh, I was hoping you'd pick the mixed florals. But never mind. Okay. What can I do with this now? I didn't have that on my radar. So I think what I'm going to do, if I didn't have that on my radar and now I don't know what to do with it, I'm going to go with a sketch in the catalogue. I don't know. I haven't got the annual catalogue here because the annual catalogue's got lots of sketches to choose from. Oh, have I got? No, I haven't got the annual catalogue with me. I normally use it, look at it online. But anyway, let's have a look at what we can make. There is some sketches out there. I'll bring in some white cardstock, I think, because we're going to have to colour. Oops. And we can... Haven't used the dies yet. I've only used this one here, so let's get the florals out. They do keep changing, Facebook. They do. Just as you get used to it, it all changes all over again. It drives you bonkers. Get that one out there. Pop them on the blocks. That image looks quite familiar actually. It looks quite a lot like another stamp set that we had a while back. Just that one there. There you go. You love the circle die in there as well. Circle die. Oh, this thing. Yeah, that's nice. Let's keep that out. So that gives us a little bit of inspiration. And the other 3, they're just outlines of, I prefer to fussy cut myself. But, you know, there you go. So, they are nice, aren't they? let's get this inked up. I'm still going to do that, because what I was going to do was something like this that I done on my online catalogue launch the other week. So just like a square box, you'll see loads of them at back, because I did this for the Stampin' Up Christmas party for the UK demos. That's using the other one. Where is it? The Delightful Wishes. And just the papers. So I didn't colour those ones. They're just papers. So if you're not confident in your colouring, this amazing papers, that's for sure. Let's have a look. So I think we'll do this style of card, but we'll use these. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I've put all those in blocks, and I'm just going to cut strips. I need some strips of paper, but hold on. Mat 4. Let's just double check there. They're 1 3/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to cut it 5 1/2. Hi Shaz, how are you? Hi Rebecca. Yeah. Thank you, Jan. Jan says she loves that card. It was good to make, wasn't it? So let's cut this 5 1/2 first. Then we ain't got to be wasting all the bits and pieces. It's a little wow card, but it's really easy. It really is easy. You know me, I would not make you make things that I didn't think you could make. So they were 1 3/4. Oh, I'm gonna bother that. Trimming up, because you've caught me off guard, because I thought I was going to be making something else. Let's have a look. Okay. So we've got memorable blooms, Chris. I think maybe you might be behind on a bit like my phone is. So I'm just going to randomly stamp. The leaves upside down. Yes, Stamford no oak, but it's still sitting in there. Normally it goes up and down the country before it comes to me. But I think they just like to see what I've ordered. I think they like to have a little gander at what's in my box. Although I'm not going to need most of this, I'm still going to stamp all of it, if you get my drift. So that's that. I wonder if we should have some flowers in between. Yeah, why not? Hold on, I'm just going to section it off. Section. Yeah, I'm going to do flowers in between. You might go over the other flowers, but you know, it's like a one sheet wonder basically, I would say. Um, just twist it around and see how it goes, because we're not wanting to be perfect, so that's it. Oh, I want one here, I think, because otherwise that'll make my eyes go funny. So that's another reason. So I've been really poorly for about 2 months odd, really really poorly, ended up in the hospital and everything. And then I was really getting really sore eyes, and I don't think it had anything to do with the flu and all of that stuff. I just think I'd got dry eye back again. So I'm just looking for some colours to use. And so I had my eyes tested yesterday, and I have severe dry eye. So that's why when I was making some cards, my layers were going wonky because I couldn't really see properly. So I'm going to be fixed. It cost a lot of money, but I'm going to be fixed. I've got a little bit of a haze behind one of my lenses in my eyes, but she said that's nothing to worry about for now. So I shan't worry about it for now. I'm just going to stand up and see if I can find my light granny apple grey. There we go. Oh, Chris, yes, I agree. The mixed florals is very me. I do like it, to the point that I think I'll drive people mad if I keep using it. A bit like the coffee cup and the hollies. So I've got a bit of soft sea foam. I'm just gonna soft sea foam. I'm just gonna add some light bits. I'm doing a circular motion. I'm not colouring it all in, leaving some white bits. So I'm just going to do down the bottom bits here. Do squiggly wigglies. Do a quick colour here. There we go. I'm just going to do that. Not going to let it dry too much. There we go. So if you've been looking at, oh, that's dark, I want the light. If you've been looking at the celebration leaflet, what is your favourite celebration item? I think for me, this is a light granny apple. So I'm just doing little bits here, little bits there. Me, I do like the seagulls, and I will forever keep my seagulls because I think they go in my little section where the little goat is and the donkeys are on my shelf, because I loved them. I do like a bit of cute, but I also like the toadstool papers. I think they're bright and funky. I love them. I suppose they go with the old magic mushroom kind of vibe. And yes. Oh, hello, Linda. You're not really late, to be honest with you. I spent about 7 minutes trying to sort out where I was and could I find anyone commenting, because it's changed even from last week. It might be because I'm using the webcam rather than the phone. You see, I'm squiggling away with the dark granny apple green. Pretending I know what I'm doing when I probably ain't. But there you go. Right. I'm going to come back in, I think. Let me see what it's like if I come back in with the soft sea foam. No, that takes too much out, because that's very light. It does kind of act like a little bit of a colour lifter. So I'm coming back in with the light granny apple green. I'm sort of going over but and coming a little bit more forward. I left lots of white on the first layer, and I'm just doing scribbly. So anybody can do this colouring. You haven't got to be all layers, all singing, all dancing to make something look lovely. As much as it's lovely to be able to do all singing, all dancing, we don't want to spend hours doing one card, which is what I've been doing lately because I haven't been able to see. We just want to have a bit of fun with the colouring. I think the next live next week, I think I might go into I might do, let me come down a little bit because you can't really see much from that height, can you? Excuse the lighting, we're getting something sorted. I've bought new lighting, but I've not quite got the hang of it yet. I might have a little play with the watercolours next time. Yes, I'm with Julie. The seagulls and the reverse side of the toadstools. Let me have a look. I did reverse side of the. Oh, I made some things for some swaps. I'm just gonna get it. I showed how to make these on my catalogue launch. I'm digressing, sorry, but they're like little. You know me. I do like a little bit of chocolate stuff, and you just pull it off. Well, you do pull it off. Oh. Pull it off. And you open it up, and you've got a little chocolate bar, a little Ritter Sports chocolate bar. There you go. And we made that on the catalogue launch. That's using the papers, and I just because I did a swap and it was all about the toadstool papers, so I used the toadstool papers. But I did one when I showed how to make it. I did the seagulls. He's got a bit of a line in between because he was a bit of scrap paper because I was just showing. And that's the seagull paper. That's the toadstool paper again. I don't know if you can see it in there. So that's the back side. So that's what Julie was saying about the other side of the papers is what we was using. And I do like this design. So that's the toadstool papers again. Is that the toadstool papers? Oh God, I got confused again. It's funny this time. Yes, it is a toadstool papers. This time I've got lots of paper rather than the stamps and everything. But yeah. Hi Bridget, how are you? You haven't missed much. You haven't missed much. I was faffing about trying to see if I was online or not. These little bits here, I know they're leaves, but I wanted to do them a little bit different. I'm gonna see if I've got my daffodil delight. Because we're heading into spring, even though you wouldn't know it here in the UK, heading into spring, and all the nice leaves are coming back in, and they'll sometimes have a little bit of a yellowy tinge. So if you're using the brush end, be really gentle because it will splay out. It's nice, the ink flows lovely, but you have to be like you're putting your eyeshadow on your eyes. You won't poke your eyes out when you're putting your eyeshadow brush on your eyes, and that's how light you need to touch this nib end. I like it because the ink flows more and you don't get that scratchy sound when you're colouring. And yeah. So weather's not been good here. I know it's not been good in America either. But we're on like a red warning that we've not really had, but not where I am. In Ireland, Northern Ireland, and up North Walesy way. So do stay safe, everyone. I wouldn't want your craft rooms to go off up one of those tornado things. That's it. There we go. It feels weird being on here. I haven't been on here for such a long time. I have been crafting. You'll see I finished with my artisan stuff, so I still did that. And the catalogue launch. It was my first online catalogue launch, and they were very kind to me. I just come back in with the light granny apple green, just sort of on the edges, but not too much. And I don't care that it's going over the edges, because, you know, if you was watercolouring, you would be doing exactly that. It is handmade. It's not meant for perfection. Colouring isn't anyway. And it still looks nice. And there we go. If you didn't want to really go over the edge, then I would suggest that you clear emboss your black ink, and that will help you stay in where you're meant to stay in. But to me, that's not the look I'm after. I'm not after perfection, I'm after pretty. That's it. So it's got like a bit of a yellow tinge, so they're slightly different to what there is. Thank you, Linda. Linda says it's lovely to see you back on here. I'm pleased to be back. I am pleased. Did I do this one? Can't see. That's it. But I can't wait for my new glasses. I could not see a thing on the board that she was telling me to look at. She laughed in the end. She went, oh, they have got bad, haven't they? Yes, sir. Some new drops for my eyes, because I wasn't taking the correct ones, and they've really helped. I've only been taking them for since yesterday lunchtime. Yesterday lunchtime, Wednesday, Tuesday. Oh, I don't know. Monday. Oh, Tuesday, since Tuesday. Yeah, only been taking them since then, and they've really helped. Normally by this time of night, my eyes are too sore and there's no way I can come up and craft. And I used to craft till 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. But they were bad. And that all started with quite a few years ago, with a bit of grit blew in my eye. Every time I went down by the Blackwall Tunnel, it's down the bottom of the A2, that's local to me, I got grit in my eye from somewhere around there. Okay, so let's do the same with these. So that's a little bit of light soft sea foam, and you can barely see it, I think, on the screen, but it just adds that little bit of dimension, added light colour. See how quick that is? You've got to be perfect. What are the drops for? For the dry eye. I've got severe dry eye. So the red drops, they're about £12 a bottle. But I was like, oh. But as she reminded me that if I was getting the other bottles, that they were £3 each. They only last 3 or 4 weeks once they're opened. These ones last 6 months. And you get quite a bit. And I've got to take 3 times a day for a month, and then twice a day after that. And they work out a lot cheaper, but it's like trying to get them in your eye. because it's like a gel. It goes all over your face. So until I get used to that, where to put them and drop them in, I'm okay with dropping things in my eyes. Don't mind. But it just didn't want to go. So back to the dark Granny Apple Green. They're called Hydrosan or something like that. You get them in opticians, but you can get them in the pharmacies, but they're a bit more expensive. But I tell you, that as soon as I put them in, I just knew. I thought, well, these make your eyes feel much better. I should have done that in the first place instead of thinking, ooh, I'm not paying £11 for eye drops. They're not nothing you can get on prescription, sadly. I would have saved a couple of quid there, I suppose, but yeah. Okay, so there we have our Granny Apple Green. Is that on my iPad? The screen's really good. On my laptop, it's not so good, and on my phone, you can't even see it. It's so small. Anyway, so let's have some yellow spring in our step. So I'm going to go. Have we got lemon lolly? I do miss that other yellow, you know, soft. What was that other yellow that we had? So saffron. I really miss that, because this is a bit fluorescent-y, isn't it? This one. It's a little bit like light daffodil light. Daffodil light. So I'm doing circular motions again. I'm going quite quickly. If you only do a couple at a time, it's still wet and you can blend much better. So this now is Daffodil Delight Light. So there's not much of a difference, is there? I suppose when it dries a little bit lighter. But there's certainly not a lot of difference there. That's for sure. And then we can go in with the Daffodil Delight Dark. Linda's, I've ordered a few things, but they haven't arrived yet. No, they've not arrived yet. And Chris said she's got lots of new goodies from the celebration, and Minnie not played a bit because her husband's been ill with pneumonia. Ah. Oh, is Sue on? Hi, Sue. Say hello, Sue. And Chris says she's not brave enough to do a bit of watercolouring. Ah, you will be. When you start coming to classes, you'll be a dab hand at it. I promise you. I never lie to you, Chris, do I? I promise you. You will be fine. I need a little bit of a darker yellow. Can't remember if we got crushed curry. I don't think we do have crushed curry, do we, in that Stampin' blend? Do we? I don't think so. Did we used to have crushed curry? I'm going to go up here. I've got loads of So Saffron in my little stash. Oh, we used to have Mango Melody. Oh, I won't be wicked to you and use the Mango Melody. I'll because you can't get that no more, can you? So what I will do is see if I can get a little bit wild wheat, probably. Let's see how that will work. So I just want you something a little bit darker. Maybe, maybe not, because it's a little bit more mustardy, isn't it? And if you like this colour, I don't think it's going to be around long. I think they're going to be going come July, August type. I think. Yeah, because the Shy Shamrock and that's earlier, isn't it? It works quite well. It works quite well. So let me bring in the lemon lolly and go over those now. So you're going all over everything that you've gone, and it'll just blend it all nicely together and leave the white tips. Doing that. And so what's everybody's favourite in, so you've said you like your favourite in your the celebration leaflet. What about the new mini? Or even, like I said, I'm actually loving all the stuff that's on the online exclusive. So it's not in the catalogue. You have to go onto the website and look in the online exclusive section. Don't forget, I have a shop, so you can come and shop with me. I would love to be your demonstrator. We have some good deals on. We have some free stuff with celebration. So quite a lot of maybe about 6 or 7 items coming. Well, they're here in this leaflet here. It's all free with a minimum spend. Got some lovely pretty, if you don't like the stamp sets, because stamp sets are not for everybody and papers are not for everybody, but embellishments are. Look at those, they're gorgeous, and you can paint them with your stamping blends, so they haven't got to stay there. Lifelong Friends is lovely. Yes, I do love that. I do love that. That's the die. I've been using it with the papers. These are online exclusive papers, but that's the Friends, the Lifelong Friends. It's really nice. I like. So let's have a look. That was like no, that was lemon lolly. Now we've got light daffodil. And I am scribbling. I'm literally doing that. That is our colour. I can do all the layers and all the shebang stuff. I don't. Oh, I had dark daffodil delight. I must have put it away. Maybe that's why we wasn't getting the colour that we wanted. That's it. So we was using light onto the light. There we go. Let's put it on there. See what I mean about I have not got proper glasses on. I can't see. And I've had to get prescription sunglasses as well, because they will help me when I'm driving. I'm going to go back to the light again, Daffodil Delight Light, and blend all of that into each other. Blend in. Still leaving bits of white. That's it. Oh, the Darling Dinos. Oh yeah, I do like them. Them Darling Dinos, dinosaurs. Okay, so that's that done. And I think once we've got that done, I'm just going to no, I might not use that, because I'm just thinking, let's bring this back in, because that might be a bit too wide. May not. That might work. We'll see if that works. If not, we'll come back and do some more colouring on this one. Okay, so let's move those out of the way. get rid of all these stamping blends. Put them on there. So, I need to trim them down, but before I trim them down, I need to make my card blank. Okay, so I think I might go for a yellow card blank this time rather than white. Oh, that is yellow. Yes, I think that pops quite nice. I've got granny apple green. Have I got granny apple green? No, I think that's lemon lime twist, I think. No, it's Parakeet Party. How old is that? We'll stick with the old lemon lime twist. Okay, so we need to make our card blank. I'm going to do it in inches because it's easier, because what we're making is like a 2, 4, 6, 8 box basically. So I'm going to do 8 1/4 by 5 13/16. Sorry folks. So yeah, 8 1/4 is your A4 basically. So we're going to come down here 5 13/16. So we go to 6, come back 3, 1, 2, 3. Go to 6 inches and come back 3 millimeters. And 3 1/8 things. And then we're just going to turn it round, and we're not going to cut anymore because that could be our tab. So that's just half a sheet of paper if you're in the States with the US. And then we want to go 2, 4, 6, 8. So we're going to go 2, 4, 6. Oh, this bit of paper keeps moving. It's just that the lights are glaring really badly onto the glass. And 8. I don't know if my phone's really lagging behind. Oh, hi Nicola. She says, I'm sorry I'm catching you. We've been out getting supplies before the red warning storm. On the plus side, I'm getting a day off work. Yes. That's brilliant. Let's move that out of the way. I should have taped this bit of paper down, I think. I'm still using fast fuse. That's it, that should have moved now. I can get that off with sticky stuff. So there we go, 2, 4, 6, 8 card. Just make sure that you burnish every bit. When you've got a little tab like this, I just suggest you pop your finger there and start from the middle and go out, then go back to the middle and go down. Just keep doing it that way, and that way you should get it in the right place. And then you're just gonna, hello Lucia, how are you? Over there across the pond. Oh, it's lovely. That's it. So that's going to be going a bit like that. Okay, So now I'm gonna just pop that to one side, and I'm just gonna cut my stripes, my strips of paper, and we're going to do them at 1 3/4 of an inch, and we need 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that little section there, you could use that for something else. That'd be fine. You're not going to waste that. Hi Jenny, how are you? Now bearing in mind, when you're stamping or you're cutting and you've got a pattern paper that needs to be matched up, you'll need to do that before you start sticking down. So this will be my back bit there. So it's quite easy if you put them down together and you think, well, that don't match there, you can just swizz them around. There's only 4, so that matches like that, and that matches there, and then that matches there. So you know you've got them going there. I've done this card loads of times over the last month, and each one looks absolutely different. I made one for Bridget for her birthday with the friend going right across it. I mean, so this one says wishing, but I just had friend go right across it. It's a bit like this one. So you can use your stash, what you've got at home. You know, you don't necessarily have to run out and buy what I've got or what I'm using. Use your stash. You can make it just as nice by using your stash. I'm just going to take a bit of cold tea. I'm surprised I've lasted this long without having to take a drink, actually, because that's not been the case the last few weeks. Oh, new. Got a new one. Sorry. That's it. So we're just going to... Ooh, that's coming out quick. That's because it's been upside down. That's it. And just make sure you've got like an even border all around. Oh gosh, them eye drops are really working well, because I couldn't even see before where my borders were. That's how bad those eyes were getting. And sorry about that buzzing noise. That's on my phone. I should have muted everybody. But I'm just waiting for carers to log on. Hopefully they don't ring the phone. I forgot to tell them. I don't need them to know. I'm doing crafting with my friends. Oh, I've missed it. I have missed. I've missed talking to myself all night. Sounds funny, doesn't it? I've missed talking to my friends all night. I've missed talking to myself all night. Ledger said, I had a customer talk about ooze glue. I'd never seen it do that before. Yeah, it's just come out. It's just like, it's because it's a new bottle and it ain't. Because in general, we do this, don't we? Which is what I'm doing now. We leave it without its lid on, so it gets all dry. But yeah, just that. I wasn't expecting it, I have to say. I've got so many bottles open, it's untrue. That's it. There we go. And now we want to pull that in and just get that away. I'm just doing one strip. That's all I need to do down there. I don't want it to ooze glue all out. I like that word. And just pop that down there. And it's just like folding your card. Talking to myself, yeah, I do that often. Julie says, I'm going to use framed florets stamp set to case your card, and I'll probably send it again. Now, you've said something there, Julie. Yes. See this? Oh, that one there. That's the one that I said. That looks very similar to another set that I've got. Oh, I can't think. I did make something with that for retreat. When it first came out, framed florets. Let me see if I can see. I've got lots of bits up here and down there, and I did used to have it quite in front of me, and I moved it all out the way. Oh, it's not there now. But I did like a box with the framed florets with just that flower, so you can swap out and use your stash, and make it an equally as nice card as we're doing tonight, or you could just case it outright. But I'd use your stash. You just want the fold. The fold looks so different in each different stamp set that you use. Oh, I can't find that now. I've just shown it to you. I'm looking around, but it's not there. It's not there. Okay. So in general, with this one, I used, you might have these to hand, the Greetings of the Seasons dies. So they come out, I think, Christmas time. And they're still on the online. I don't know if they're in the annual catalogue or the online exclusive, but if you're not sure, I should demonstrate it, or give me a shout. And I'll give you, what's it? The product number is 164112. That's what I used, and I didn't worry about there being a hole there for the tags. I just went over that with something else. Right, so I don't know if this is going to work, but we can sure have a try, because this might be a little bit too big. Not used it before, but then I like the look of these, so they would be, does look a bit big. If you did a square one, this would look really lovely, because if you think it's just 2, 4, 6, 8, so if you're doing, if you've got like a 12 by 12 and you could do a big square, a 6 by 6 card, 2, 4, 6, 8, you would say like do 3, 6, 9. It's just equal ones. Let's just have a look. Not sure how this works. I haven't used it. Haven't seen anybody using it. Let's have a gander. We won't know until we try, will we? Hoping it's going to fit in this little thing. Oh, just about. Just about, folks. Just about. I think we might have to do a yellow one. So what I'm going to do at the minute is I'm not going to take that machine out of the way, because I've got it in place now, but I'm just cutting round a bit of the Daffodil Delight. I'm wasting a little bit of it, I know. Never mind. Let's just cut that to size so it don't go in there. As we're crafting on the fly, guys. This is not what I had in mind. I was hoping you'd all pick the mixed florals, but you didn't. You do like to test me brain, don't you? Yeah. Oh, Lucia says, I think we're all good at talking to ourselves and we just hope someone's listening. Yes, because right at the beginning, right, so I started the live twice and didn't realise I had it on a practice run because it says you can practice run your live. So I took my thought, oh, there's no one coming on. I don't understand that. Oh, it leaves a nice pretty thing around the outside, so you could do like a square frame and do that. That's pretty. And oh, it's not actually live, it's a practice run. So then I come back on again, and then I was there a few minutes before anybody came on, chatting away, and you don't know what to say, do you? You don't know what to say. Oh, I've put it away now, and I should have kept. Let's have a look. That goes on there, that on there, and that might be. That would look nice in white, actually. So let's bring that back. That would fall on the floor, wouldn't it? And go flying across the room. Like a flying saucer. It looks like one of those flying saucers that you eat. Let's bring that back. And I'm just going to cut a bit of white. And let's have a look. So I'm going to just cut a bit of white. This may or may not work. If it don't work, we can just do a panel and do a bit more colouring. We don't like colouring. I like colouring. I think it's one of my favourite things to do. And the more you practice, the better you'll get. And there, we do that. Oh, that's nice, but it didn't come out. It's not come out properly, I don't think. Oh, shoot. So this might be one that. Oh, do you know why? Because I'm using thick card. So this stamp set that I'm using now, this comes with a designer series paper pack. I think you get like a vellum one and you get another one, and it's full of yellows and greens, and probably that's where, thinking about the design, I took my colours from. Let's have a look at that. Don't worry about it cracking. It's supposed to crack. I'm going to go through a couple of times just in case. Better to go through a few times. And if it doesn't, I suggest you just turn it back up the other way. Keep it in where it is, because it's doing it in the same place. It might be my machine. It's not rolling properly. And then just go back over it. And then it should do it. It'll be fine. And if you have one of those dies that actually do play up like that, just always cut it with the dies upwards. This paper's still whizzing all over the show, isn't it? I have to just take that glass away. That's it. Oops. Still done it, isn't it? That's why it's doing that. I have to have a look at that. And if that is a dodgy one, it's going to go back. They're pretty good replacing. That's why I like Stampin' Up. They don't argue with the crafter. Just send it back and they replace it for you. Let's put that there, get all that mess out the way for the hoover. I don't want to have to faff about doing this, but there you go. I'm just going to snip it with my snippers. You shouldn't have to do this, but oh, why are you faffing about? You can tell I've not used this before. Get that out. I think I might have a dodgy one because it was in the same place as the last one. Anyway, have I done this right? I don't even think I've done it right. Because that don't make sense to me. Oh, I'll tell you for why. Because I didn't put that on the top of it, did I? Oh, silly me, silly me. It goes like that, don't it? Okay. So that's supposed to go on there. See, I told you I haven't played with this before. So let's take that out. I'm just going to pop that in there. I'm going to have to get the big machine. Because I don't think this fits in there. Does it fit in the little machine? Let's see if it does. It does fit in the little machine, actually. Sorry, folks. Sorry. I'll turn that over the other side. It's not some magic if it's not doing it properly. I'll just bring back my thing. I've got that green on there. This is what crafting on the fly does. I think you need to cut it with the other plain one round it again. Okay. I'm still doing it wrong, Lucia. Ah, got it, got it, got it. See, look at that now. I've twisted that around so it was my mat is wearing. And it's come out okay. And the yellow card is much thicker than the white card. Thank you, Lucia. I should have looked at the comments, shouldn't I? Okay, and then I just want, put that away, and I want a white one to go around there now, won't I? Oh, back again we go. Back again, folks. Back again. I'm back here. Rushing now, rushing. Don't rush, don't rush. As we all got to learn. See my white knuckles there. Okay. That's it. Done. Done, done, done. I'm going to have a little play with that, I think. A little play, a little play. So before I'm gluing this down, I want to check that this is actually what I want. And it might have been a waste of time to do it and put it on this one. But we can use it on another card, it don't matter. And we'll just go back to the original plan. So that'll pop out like that. But guys, I don't like it. So I'm going to cut it off. I'm not saying I don't like it as in I'm not going to use this again. I don't like it. I just don't like it in this colour. But we can use the frame. We can pop that on there. Yes. So I'm going to get rid of this bit of paper because it's driving me mad. And what we're going to have to have the glare, I'm afraid, folks. Have the glare. So just to save time, I'm just going to cut down the side of the plate. I'm going to cut a couple of these leaves because I'm not sure that I like that little bit. So we'll have, say, maybe 3 of these leaves. And I'm done them in white because then I can colour them whatever colour I like. And I might just use my Stampin' blends to do so. So you want one. Why does it take me so long to do just one card, can I ask? Always. 7:30 to 8:30, so it's an hour and a half. When I say to Paul, I'm going to be an hour, he just rolls his eyes, he knows. He's down there, he's going, oh, I'm gasping for a drink. Hurry up. That's it. I think 2 is going to be fine, but I'm just going to do another one. Paul can wait for the drink. That's it. because I might chop one up. That's it. That's it. So there's several ways you can colour them. So if you haven't got the cardstock that you want, you can just use your white or your vanilla, and you can just colour them as you please. Let's just bring this back in, just so that I can colour one. So you can keep your cut out bits, and you can pop them back in like so. I'll just take them off. It's not too much glare, is there? Sorry about that. Let's have it's that one, isn't it? Maybe I should just tilt that up there a little bit more. So I'm just popping them back in. Now it's entirely up to you. You can either use your Stampin' blends, or you can use your blending brushes with your ink pad. And if we use Granny Apple Green, you can actually use your marker pens as well with this, so that would be fine as well. But I'm just gonna do that. And just brush on there. Pop that one back in there. Circular motion, circular motion. You can also add like tap up and down. Gives it another little bit of texture. And then I might just add a little bit of old olive. I'm going to be a good girl and put away when I'm using them. A little bit of old olive. This is a little bit dry and might need to be inking. You might think, oh, it's not blending properly, it's a load of blobs, but do you know what? It ain't going to notice, because it all adds to the texture. And I know this is not watercolour paper, but I'm just going to do a little bit of water dropping. Oh, do you know what I found? Look. You know, we was talking about the celebration papers with the mushrooms. Previous to me going into card making many years ago. Oh, I knew that was going to be them. I won't be a minute. I'm going to shout out the window and I'll be back. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, sorry folks, because I was on longer than I thought I would be. I've overrun and they've knocked on the door. Anyway, so we're talking about mushrooms while we're doing that. And in a previous life, not in a previous life, but before my card making came along, If Paul didn't have his stroke, I don't know that I'll ever know any of you, because I wouldn't have been going down the card making line, because I was into making my own ceramics and hand painting them. So this is one of them. This is a little mushroom that I made. So I used to have, well, I've still got some molds, and it's like liquid clay goes in the mold, and then you take out, once it dries, you take out all the seams, make them all nice, and then you put them in the kiln and cook them. They come out that colour, and then you get acrylic paints and painted them. And I used to do like all little eyes, little cheeks. I saw Michaela yesterday, and I give her one of my little piglet pots that I made, because I thought, well, she's crafty ink pen and she'll remember me always being on Artisan with her. But this is where my name came from, my brand name, Simply Fairies, because mainly, whilst I did make these odd little bits and pieces for people, I made fairies and hand painted their faces. My dad's got a lot up in his loft, so I'll have to get some, because I didn't keep any myself. But that's what I did in a previous life. So I've always been a little bit crafty. And before then, I used to do soft furnishings like curtains and stuff, swags and towels and all of that. But of course, I'm dropping little droplets on there. The pins was going everywhere for the cats and the dog, so I had to stop that and find something else. So I found my niche, and I used to sell to independent card shops and florists. They went really damn well in florists. And then Paul had a stroke, and I couldn't work down in my big shed again. I had to where's my tissues? I had to find something that I could do that was indoors, because I couldn't give up my crafting. I'd have gone absolutely insane. And then I went to Hobbycrafts, and I said, "Oh, there's card making class going on. What's all that about?" And I went to one of them, and it was like making kids cards, to be fair. So I thought I surely could do better than that. So I started doing it all myself. Now let's see if this has come out, because, oh yeah, quite like that. They're a little bit too much water. So they've gone all droopy. But you know, yeah. Oh, thank you, Lucia. Yeah, well, I'm used to it, I suppose. Yeah. But it's a bit different. But you know what? It's really funny, because I cannot, for the life of me, paint walls. I get in a right old mess. But yeah, I could paint little eyelashes and little eyes with irises in, not just like little black dots, proper eyes. Oh, this one's really wet now, soggy. Look, it's a little bit soggy, a little bit soggy. Maybe if it's soggy, I can manipulate it round like that. Oh yes. Let's quickly get this on there. So out of a little mistake comes something else. You're learning lots about me today, aren't you? Oh. Oh. That's it. Get down there. Pick that up. I've really put a lot of water on it, which I didn't mean to. And they've come out a slightly funny colour, but it doesn't matter. It'd be nice for someone. Someone will appreciate it. We're meant to put this round it, aren't we? That's going to go around it. That's fine. That's fine. I forgot about that, but that's fine. We can work with that. Not too much glue. We can work with that. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to pull that off. I'm going to pop that there. I don't know what this is going to come out like, but then do we ever? Us crafters. Oh, now don't forget, if you get glue where you don't want it to be, let it dry first. If you've got a glue rubber, use that once it's dried. If not, once it's dried, just pop the embossing buddy over the top of it and you will be fine. I'm just going to trim those off. Oh. Yeah. And then maybe think that's a bit too much. Okay, so I'm going to get a piece of black because we've used black ink, so we want to marry it all up together now. And I'm just going to cut a little bit, so like a quarter of an inch, a centimetre, just under half an inch. A bit of green. Maybe a little bit extra, about half an inch again. And then we're gonna tearing it up. And then squish it up. This one's the white core one. I'm just going to glue that bit down. And then I'm going to glue that bit down. I'm not sure this works, but you get the drift. Wonder if we should just have friend, because it's big and bulky anyway. So this is Friends for Life. still available. Yes, that will do. Okay, so I'm going to bring back in that stamp and emboss. Next time I'm going to make sure I'm prepped well. I know what I'm doing. Because if I'm prepped well and I know what I'm doing, we might be able to get 2 cards in. We might get 2 cards in. But really, I suppose we've got a wow card in, so that makes all the difference, doesn't it? Okay, so I've used this Friends bit a lot. It's quite nice. I haven't used much else of the set yet, but I just liked the Friends. I just liked it. Now you've got to be careful because you've got little eyes in it that you need to poke out. Then the eye might stay, which it has. It stayed in the die there, so I'm going to carefully keep that where it is, and I'll show you a little trick. You should use, if you can, the transfer sheets, but we're not worrying about that for the minute. Okay, you can put it back in the die and glue it all. I've done that before, but you don't need to glue absolutely everything, just little dots here and there. And as I say, if it's sticky or anything, just see, that's a bit too much there, and just use your embossing buddy once it's all dried, and then it won't be sticky anymore. It'll still be there, but it won't be sticky anymore. All right. Okay, now bearing in mind this stretches, so just be careful. That's it. See where it's stretched? You can see that, and just gently push it in, and that there. And then what I do with this one is just get the little tiddly bit of glue, just a tiddly bit. That's it. Don't worry about getting it on your thing. You can pull that off. You can rub that off yourself. And I lay this now over the white bit, directly over. And then I get my pokey tool and I just poke that through, and then lift the die, and then the dots there. There it is. It's all there. You ain't got to worry about all of that. Myrtle, I see your name pop up there. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I'm happy to see you. And then we're going to pop that on there like that. So we're going to need the little tiny doobies. So I need it behind the D. I need one just behind the N, down the bottom. Then I need it behind the E, but sort of right there, not at the top. And then behind the R, that bit there. And then I'm going to glue the other bit. I'll glue the F. Oh, it's good to see you too. I'm pleased to be back. Oh, thank you, Julie. Julie says clever. I've been waiting ages to show you that trick. I'm back for good, folks. I'm back for good. I've enjoyed it tonight. So if you've enjoyed it too, you can come and see me again. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue there. Oh, that's really coming out, isn't it? I might have to leave the lid off that for a little while. That's it. They're all off. And then I'm just going to pop that on there. That's it. And I do want to put a bit of linen thread on it. I'm sorry, folks, but I do. Because it needs it. Well, I want to say it needs it because I'm going to put green on there. So this is from my stash. Do you remember when we had green? So what we need to do is we need to sandbox, or get your demonstrator to sandbox Stampin' Up and ask them for a nice green linen thread. But we want them singularly. We don't want them in packs of 3 and 4. Thanks very much. Colours we don't really want. Pull that there, pull that there. Just going to get a little glue dot. That's it. That'll keep that bow in there. And then just going to shove that under there. That's it. Oh, glue everywhere. I do love it when they go all curly. It's pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Right, and you're going to think to yourself, well, how did you get it on there? Simple, 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 my friends, simple. We're going to need 2 little tabs. If you've got a big thing, then you'll need 4 little tabs. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it into the one. Oh, let's cut this nice and straight first. That's it. And what I suggest you do is do 1 1/2. And I'm going to straighten that up again, only because I've hand cut. So you want 2 tabs, and you want them to be about 1/2 inch. So an inch. So an inch. Instead of cutting an inch and then scoring at 1/2 inch, if you just go to 1/2 inch, score, go to an inch, cut. There's your first tab, your first hinge. So you go 1/2 inch, score, inch, cut. There's your second tab. I'm going to do 4 because it's a big wide one. So I'm going to go again 1/2 inch. So much easier to do it this way, because you're not fiddling about with little fiddly bits of card. And if you get a little fiddly bit of card, just get another bit, because you've always got white scraps in your stash. And then look at that, just about made it. 1. I suppose you could do them a lot deeper than what I've done them, but it's fine. And if you did like a panel on the back, and you did exactly the same as what we're going to be doing now, that means you've got something to write on. I just wrote on the envelope when I gave it to Bridget, because I didn't want to spoil the card. So you just fold them up, and so they're like little books, and they're little back to front books like that. Okay, so you measure where your bit's going to go. I'm going to trim that, so I don't like that white bit, but measure where your little bits are going to go, and then you're going to want to put your bookends like that. So you want to put them either side of your score line, but not on your score line. Don't put them on your score line. And we're going to fold them, and the back of the book, we're just going to put a bit of glue and it's going to be like an L-shaped bracket basically. See, it pops up. Make sure that it stays straight, and do it the opposite way. Thank you. Oh, have you missed it, Myrtle? Ah, that's it. So now, you know, like they open out that way. So little hinges basically. And then the other ones, you just want to put them just near underneath, just so that it's got a little bit more stability there. That's it. That's it. I did toy about going live at maybe 4:30, and then I just missed the carers knocking on the door because I don't always need them to help me. And going sort of like, and then I thought, oh no, I've got friends across the pond, so I didn't want it to be so that I'm too late. And now I've still gone 7:30, 8:30. 2 hours I've been on here, 2 hours, and you've stuck with me, all of you. So I am very grateful that you've stayed to watch me. But it took 2 hours to make one card. I'm just going to trim off. I suppose you won't see. No, it'll annoy me. I'll just trim it off. That's it. Then we're just going to lay that so that they're going to be going flat, and you're just going to lay that there. Make sure you're equal border either side, and keep your hand on it for a little while you ponder at what you're going to do for your embellishments, because we need to put a little bit of a sparkly embellishment on it, and I know just the thing. You can go back into your stash, and if you've got, I think we've still got these actually. We have got these ones online, these ones. So you've got some nice yellow ones, some sequins on there. Want a bigger one down here, another one up there. Then, and I'm always losing these, so I've put them right in front of me this time. These little fellas. So we want a big one, a grown-up butterfly there, and a baby one because she's chasing the baby there. And that, my friend, or my friends I should say, is the finished card. So I hope you like it, and thank you very much for your time. I know it's took a long time to make this card, but I can't seem to rush these days. It is definitely my eyes that are the problem playing up, that makes me go a little bit slower, because I think I can't see what I'm doing. I can't see. I get a little bit stressed, but that stands out like that. And you can do exactly the same, or do a circle on the other side to do your writing. But that's how that looks. You can see what we've done there, and that. Oh, Lucia says it's nearly 8:30 a.m. here, so a great time. I only caught you after you had been on here after an hour. Oh, okay. Oh, how funny, because you and Myrtle in the same country, and one of you is at 7:30 in the morning, and the other is 8:30. So there you go. So I mean, it does fold flat. Yes, it's going to be a little bit extra on the postage, but I mean, what a wow card to give your friend. You know, it, it costs you less than a cup of coffee in the coffee shop. And then when it gets there, it just stands up like that. So it sort of stands up like that. And yes, those were meant to be wonky. But there you go. There's like two different designs. So how different they look how different. And I'm sure I did a men's one. No, I didn't do a men's one. I did a Christmas one, didn't I? It's on my Instagram, and I'm sure it's on the Facebook page here and in my group. So anyone can join my Simply Fairies papercraft group. Um, it's on there as well. So there's loads of different. You can make all your friends one of these in all different papers, different stamp sets. So that's stamping and colouring, and that's a paper, but you have got a stamp set um, to make your own. But there you go. That's it. Well, my friends, thank you very much for staying with me, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do create one of these. If you like this, do create one, and do share. Even if you just PM me and show me what you've done, and if you're happy for me to share on my socials, I'm happy to share them for you on my socials. But I've got ink on my little thing. But it really makes my heart sing if you actually make one as well. That means you really did like it. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'll see you next week, same time. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.